Welcome to another video from UA code 127.0.0.1. Students, hope so you are good and doing well in your life. Today I come to you with my new lecture. In this lecture, I am going to teach you about the active resonance. Okay, from the definition I will tell you about that. Basically, active resonance mean in this phase of ethical hacking, we have to collect information about our target machine actively. Something like that. You can personally visit to your victim and you can find different information about your victim in an active way, and somehow you try to find information about your victim by using social engineering techniques. Okay, I will show you some few specific tools for active resonance. There are a lot of tools that you can actually use. On screen you can see port scanning tools are present, and some web server scanning tools are also present, and network vulnerability scanning tools are also present. I'm not going to show the performance of all these tools. I will just some few specific tools that you can actually use for active resonance. So students, right now I will move to my terminal machine, and here I have this vulnerable virtual machine, that is 7, and a web application is running on this vulnerable machine. And first tool that I'm going to show you is the ping. You can actually use ping command in order to check your host is alive or not. If I typed here ping 192.168.18.25 and hit enter, and let's see. Okay, there is a mistake in IP address. I should type here the 168 and press enter. See, I have received some response from my victim. Here you can see ICMP request is going, and time to live flag is also shown to me. It's mean that the victim is right now alive, and you can also specify here the number of packets. If I typed here ping, and I typed here -c, and I typed here 5 and hit enter. Obviously right now after 5 packets the ping request is quit automatically. You can see when I typed here -c5, it's ping the victim only by sending only 5 packets. The point is that you can also specify here the number of packets. You can either type 5, 2, 3, 10 as you like, in order to check your victim is either alive or not. If I typed here 10, obviously it's mean that there are 10 packets should be sent to the victim machine. So students, in this way, this is the first method that you can actually actively check your victim either is it alive or not. Okay, let me show you the second tool, that is traceroute. Students, you can use traceroute. Okay, I should use tab key in order to complete my task automatically. I type here the traceroute, and if I typed here 192.168.18.25, actually students, basically traceroute is a command that you can use in order to specify from how many interface your request will go through in order to reach the its destination. On screen here is a picture present. A laptop is present, and its IP is 192.168.0.202, and the other server is present here, that is its IP is 10.1.2.254. Okay, now when I send request from this laptop to this server, see, between there are many interfaces. From all these interfaces my request is goes through in order to reach its destination. So students, you can use traceroute command in order to check the route that is actually taken by the packets from source to destination. Below you can see some other pictures are present here, and here you can see only 4 route are present, routes are present, that the source request will have to pass in order to reach its destination. Simply you typed here traceroute and the victim IP address and hit enter. Let's see, I think it will show me the number of interfaces, the number of packets that it will use in order to reach in destination from my IP to destination IP. In this way, you can use actually traceroute command. Okay, students, the next method that I will show you for active reconnaissance is Nmap. Definitely, you are familiar with Nmap. Here you can see the complete result of traceroute command is present. Total 13 interfaces are present between me and this victim. So, from my request have to pass a total 30 interface in order to reach this IP address. Okay, now it's time to show you about the Nmap. Nmap is a network mapper, and it's a free tool, open source tool. Okay, you can also use this graphical interface in your window. Right now I'm using its command line interface in Kali Linux. Okay, I typed here Nmap, and if I typed here help and press enter, see a lot of manual about Nmap is present in front of me. You can actually take some idea about the Nmap, about different switches of Nmap, how you can actually use these switches in order to perform some scanning with Nmap. Okay, you can use the different output method. You can use different techniques in order to bypass firewall. You can use different OS detection techniques. You can use different port specification techniques. Okay, if I typed here nmap, and I typed here -p and hyphen, and now my victim IP address 168.168.18.25. Students, it's mean right now I'm going to scan all the ports of this target machine, and it will take a lot of time. When you will scan all ports of any machine, obviously there are a lot of ports, so it will take a lot of time. Right now you can also specify, students, some port range. If I typed here the 50 and then to 100, it's mean you are going to scan only. Okay, I should type here uh, this one. uh, in this way you can actually specify the port range. Right now between 5 to 100, only one port is open, that is port 80, and HTTP service is running on this port. Okay, you can also perform different techniques by using nmap. Okay, if you typed here t4 switch, it's mean how many time actually you want to perform scanning result fast. So you can use this switch in order to scan your result very quick way. Okay, you can also use t1, t4, t3 as you like, and if I typed and hit enter, now it will scan the port between 5 to 1000. See here, the result of this scan is present between 5 to 1000. All these ports are open, and the services running on these ports are also present to me. Okay, students, you can also use different scanning techniques. Okay, if you want to perform TCP scan or UDP scan, then how you can actually perform TCP scan, let's see. I'm going to move my terminal window, and if I typed here -ss, it's mean I'm going to perform TCP SYN scan. In order to perform TCP SYN scan, you can use this switch. Okay, students, you can also perform see here all the ports which are open. TCP protocol is shown on these ports. You can also perform UDP scan. Okay guys, if you want to perform UDP scan, then you can specify here -su switch and press enter, and now let's see what result is present to me. Obviously it will show me the result about the UDP ports. You can actually give a range of your ports, and some top ports you can specify, and right now it did not show me the UDP port is open, so nothing important result is present to me. You can also specify here -a switch in order to find information about your operating system, and you can also specify hyphen o switch in order to find information about your operating system. Okay, I think right now I start a very aggressive scan, and it will take some time in order to complete its result. Okay, students, you can also save your result in some text file. If I typed here nmap SynScan, and you can also specify here some result file. I typed here res.txt, and obviously now my result should save in this file that I specify, that is this one. You can use different techniques with the nmap in order to actively perform scan about your target machine. Okay, this is about the nmap, and okay, let me show you. The file is created here. If I typed here cat result.txt, see, the scanning result is present in this file that I actually created. So students, there are a lot of other techniques that you can actually use with nmap. Right now I'm not going to show all you. Okay, the other tool that you can actually use for actively perform reconnaissance about your target machine are Nikto, NetSparker, SQL Map, Bubsuit. I should recommend you that you should utilize all these tools by your own. So this is all about my today lecture. Obviously you will do about practice it about this lecture, about these tools, and I will come to you with my new lecture. Till that, students, Allah Hafiz and take care.